Today, we've got the first 2028 coin flip battle of the new year, and we've got Glenn Youngkin for the Republicans against Gavin Newsom for the Dems. Republicans have 3 wins in a row. We'll see what happens on this one. But as usual, it's heads for the party in power. That's Youngkin, tails for Newsom. Let's get started in that first state, Alaska, 3 electoral votes. And the first ones are coming to Youngkin. How about Hawaii? 4 EVs. And Newsom jumps into the lead. Next, it's Washington. 12 votes. Heads, they're going to go red. How about Oregon? And the Beaver State is coming to Youngkin. What about Newsom's home state of California? Ton of votes here. Let's do the flip. And it is tails. Newsom now clearly in the lead. Let's do Nevada next. Half dozen votes are coming to Youngkin. Next, Idaho, the gem state, 4 EVs. Tails for Newsom. Next, Utah, 6. And they're coming to Newsom. Next, Arizona. Down at the border, we've got Newsom again. How about Montana? 4 votes, Youngkin. He's getting them. Next, Wyoming. 3 of them. They're going to go blue. How about Colorado? The Centennial State. It's going to go red for Youngkin. What about New Mexico? Land of Enchantment. It's coming to Newsom. Next, North Dakota. 3 EVs for Glenn Youngkin. What about South Dakota? And it's going to go blue for Newsom. Next, it's time for the Cornhusker State. First, we do at large. And this is coming to Glenn Youngkin. What about Nebraska's first? A single vote for Youngkin. Here's the second. And we've got heads for Youngkin next. It's the 3rd district. This is going to close it out. Youngkin sweeps Nebraska. He's got 5 out of 4 flips. Next, Kansas. 6 votes for Youngkin again. He's got 5 consecutive. Let's do Oklahoma next. Lucky 7. Newsom is picking them up. Next, we've got Texas. They've got 40 votes. Youngkin is trailing by 40. He could tie it up right here, or Newsom could go way over 100. Let's do the flip. We've got heads. Glenn Youngkin ties Newsom at 97, and we're back to even. Great battle. Let's do Minnesota next. The North Star State is coming to Newsom. Next, Iowa. This state is going to go to Youngkin, both over 100 now. Next, it's Missouri. The Show Me State is going to be snatched by Glenn Youngkin, and now he has his first lead since Alaska. Next, it's Arkansas. The Natural State is going to go toward Youngkin. What about Louisiana? 8 votes down in the Gulf. Youngkin, 4 in a row. How about Wisconsin? That's next. The Badger State is coming to Youngkin. He's got 5. Can he get 6 on Illinois? That's the next flip. And we've got Youngkin. He's done it yet again. He's really piling it on. He wants to get to the White House. Let's see if Newsom can wake up. Let's do Michigan next. 15 votes. Youngkin is not going to get these. Newsom picking them up. How about Indiana? Who's going to get them? Newsom, 2 in a row. Next, Kentucky. Who's going to swipe them? Newsom. Now he's got 3 in a row. Next, Tennessee. And this state is going to go red for Youngkin. What about Mississippi? In the Deep South. It's going to be Youngkin. Next, Alabama. 9 votes for Gavin Newsom. How about Florida? 30 votes here. Newsom could take the lead. Let's do the flip. And we've got heads. Glenn Youngkin is over 200. Newsom down by 53. Next, Georgia. 16 votes. Tails. Newsom is going to swipe him. Next, South Carolina. And we've got tails for Newsom. North Carolina's next. And it's heads. It's coming to Youngkin. Next, Ohio. A good 17 votes here. Newsom is picking those up. What about West Virginia? 4 EVs for Glenn Youngkin. Now we go to the northeast corner. It's Maine at large. 2 votes. They're going red next. Maine's first. 1 vote for Newsom. Next, Maine's second. And Newsom is going to do it again. How about New Hampshire? Somebody's going to tap into these 4. And that is Youngkin. Next, Vermont. That's on deck. And this one is going to be won by Gavin Newsom. Next, we've got New York. 28 votes. Newsom looking to even things up. Let's do the flip. This is heads. Glenn Youngkin now is at 257. He's only 13 away. Newsom only at 197. Let's see what happens on Massachusetts. Newsom got to get hot here really fast, and he is picking these up. Next, Connecticut. And it's Newsom again. How about Rhode Island? The Ocean State is going to go to Youngkin. Next, New Jersey, 14 votes. This would do it for Youngkin. Newsom has his back against the wall. Can he put up tails and stay alive? Let's do the flip. We've got heads. Glenn Youngkin has defeated Gavin Newsom on New Jersey. So it's all over. Let's do Delaware. Let's finish it up. This is heads again. How about Maryland? They've got 10 votes. Newsom is going to get these. Next, D.C. The capital has 3 votes, and they're going to be swiped by Newsom. Pennsylvania, second to last flip. And Newsom is going to get these. What about Virginia? This is Youngkin's home state. Let's see who's going to get the last votes. Here comes the flip. We've got heads. Youngkin has won his home state. And the final total is 291 for Youngkin, 247 for Newsom. Not an unreasonable final margin, but of course the map is completely insane. Newsom started off strong, winning his home state of California, but Youngkin kind of got hot after Texas, and then he also won Florida and New York. So Republicans have 4 consecutive wins. I think that's about it for this one, so let me know in the comments. Were you gunning for Youngkin or were you pulling for Newsom? Let me know down below on your way out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Join if you'd like to support the channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.